I made a Demon Slayer short saying this. I can't believe that Demon Slayer has changed anime forever. It was recently reported that Demon Slayer will be releasing its first episode of season 3 in theaters. So let me get this straight. First, they popularized canon anime movies. Then they shocked the world with top tier animation. Credit to Ufotable, by the way. And now they are dropping canon episodes in theaters. Now this is a major chess move coming from Demon Slayer, clearly putting the rest of the anime industry on notice. Either you step up or get left behind. Now let's get one thing straight. I am not the biggest Demon Slayer fan in the world, but I do enjoy the series. I gave the first season around a 7 out of 10, but the second season, the Entertainment District arc, I had to give that a 10 out of 10. I think it was incredibly produced. And when we are looking at Demon Slayer, you can always look at a Ufotable as giving us the greatest animation that we have ever seen. But one thing most of the anime community refuses to admit is that Demon Slayer has really changed anime forever. That shows you aren't knowledgeable of anime. When the DBS movie dropped, aka Beerus' first appearance, it blew up and it was shown all across the internet. This is one of the major counters I've seen to the point that Demon Slayer has changed anime forever. No Dragon Ball Super movie has reached the level of hype as a Mugen Train. That is a fact. During the time Battle of Gods was released, the Dragon Ball Super manga wasn't even serialized yet, so most of the people that were watching Dragon Ball Super were previous fans of Dragon Ball Z. This is very similar to how Dragon Ball Super Broly did extremely well because people already knew about Broly's character, even if he was filler previously. But the point is being missed here. My point was never that Dragon Ball Super movies did not come beforehand or that they did not perform well. My sole point is the effect that Mugen Train had on the entire anime industry. Let's take a look at the Demon Slayer effect. Bleach is an anime that has been in hiatus for over a decade, and on their return, the 1,000-year Blood War, we've seen the greatest animation that has ever been possible in the Bleach series. Bleach has answered the call. Let's be serious, has Bleach ever looked this good? You tell me. One Piece is looking like Dragon Ball Super on the roof. Toei is a decent animation studio, but they are very, very inconsistent. But if we look at what Toei has been releasing ever since Demon Slayer rose to the top of the charts, we can clearly see how much they've improved. You even have Toei experimenting with CGI movies for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Now in regards to anime canon movies, JJK Zero dropped right after Mugen Train. Black Clover announced that they're releasing a canon movie this year. People were even speculating that Attack on Titan would drop a canon movie, but they decided to break their stuff up in 2 parts. All I'm saying is that we already split the final season into 2 parts.
Well, this will be part 3. We will name it Attack on Titan, the final season, the finale of the sequel of the last part. Do I make myself clear?
Why are they breaking the final season up into parts? Is it because they are trying to milk the series? If you say yes, you're only getting 10% of the answer. You're missing the other 90%. The reason they are splitting the final season part into even more parts is because they want to make sure they put out the most high quality animation that they can make. Why are they doing this? They are doing this for the same reason David Productions, for the first time ever, released a JoJo part in sections. Can we ever think of a JoJo part that was released the same way Stone Ocean was? We can't. Ufotable has put pressure on all of these animation studios because it proved that with great animation, with great pacing, with great quality, great voice acting, all of these things, you don't need to have an intricate story. They didn't popularize it, they joined in on it. And many other big name anime have aired episodes in theaters. But have these other anime done it in theaters worldwide? Some people have mentioned One Piece episode 1000, but since when was that released worldwide in theaters? The other big name anime that you're speaking of that have released anime canon episodes have not been released worldwide. Again, I'm not calling Demon Slayer a trailblazer. I'm calling it a game changer. There's a clear difference. Not gonna lie, Demon Slayer is my least favorite anime. It's hot garbage. The fandom is garbage, the plotline is garbage, the backstories are garbage, except for Akaza and some others. It doesn't deserve the hype it gets, and the animation is the only thing that's carrying it. Even then, there are other anime with just as good animation with even better stories. New gen anime are good, but they're overrated. Demon Slayer is hella mid. As I've said earlier, I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer fan in the world. I understand why people have issues with the hype that Demon Slayer Slayer is getting, because they believe that there are series out there that have way more intricate stories that are being swept under the rug. But let's not ignore the greatness of Demon Slayer. The greatness of Demon Slayer is showing us that you can take a simplistic storyline and focus not on the story, but more so the packaging, the voice acting, the animation, the coloring, the artwork. If you completely max out all of those other attributes, you can outsell everybody else and break records seasonally. Now, some of you guys may be saying, well, this is a bad thing because now this means that the story writing is going to get watered down and we're going to be focusing more on other things, but that's not actually what's happening. What you're actually seeing is animation studios are locking in at full 100% force. We are seeing some of the greatest animation ever from studios that used to take days off. And studios are starting to realize that canon material is what audiences actually want. So now we can avoid having trash filler. Bruh, I'm not paying $15 to go to the movies for 30 minutes. Now I feel you, but it was confirmed we are going to get the last 2 episodes of season 2, and then we are going to be getting the first episode of season 3. So it all ties in together. But for everybody that's saying this, we are missing the point. The point is, Ufotable feels like they can get away with this because of how well Demon Slayer has performed. They went from dropping anime canon movies to now dropping anime canon episodes. And if there's one thing we know about Ufotable, it's that they are going to make every episode look like movie quality. Has there ever been a Demon Slayer episode that has not looked like it belonged in a theater? Moral of the story, does Demon Slayer have the most well thought out plot in anime history? Of course not. It lacks intricacy, it lacks depth, but it proved that those things are virtually negligible if the execution on the other aspects of anime production are maxed out. Demon Slayer does everything else at a top tier level. The pacing is amazing, the voice acting, the artwork, the animation, the coloring, the fight scenes. When it comes to things outside of the storyline, you can find no faults with Demon Slayer. And it's the main reason why every fan of another series watches Demon Slayer and thinks, damn, imagine if Ufotable got to animate my favorite anime instead. The Fate fans understand what they're seeing more than anyone else. Demon Slayer doesn't need to be in your top 10 anime of all time, but you can't ignore what it has done to the anime industry, and you can't ignore how great it is. It is hands down the most popular new gen, and it will continue to take over if the other series do not step up. Now, I'm definitely going to watch episode 1 of season 3 in theaters this week, but if you guys aren't watching it, let me know why you don't believe Demon Slayer has really changed anime forever, because I've seen an increased level of production from all of these different animation studios the moment Demon Slayer has risen to the top, and that can't be ignored. With that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. When I drop this Rocks movie, everybody in here is finished. Yo, everybody want to be me so badly. I got One Piece scrambling on movie rumors. Come on, I'm the GOAT. Be like you. Yeah, whatever. Hey Oda, I'm being for real. I'm gonna need that Rocks movie to drop faster than the Golden Mary from Skypiea. We need that. With that, we can change the whole world.